Hello, dear part1 students. Today we will talk about lesson 4, chemical bonds. At first, as we said in the previous lesson, there are different type of elements like metal, non-metal, metalloids, and noble gases or inert gases. Okay? We said metal, its outermost contain 1 or 2 or 3 electrons, and non-metal, its outermost contain 5, 6, 7 electrons, and noble gases, its outermost complete with 8, except helium complete with 2. Okay, so the noble gases don't bond with each other or with another elements, don't make any bond. Okay, so they are stable in the life, stable. So metal and non-metal need to reach to this stability like inert gases or noble gases. So what happened? Metals we said it has 1 or 2 or 3, so it will lose their valence electron. It will lose 1 or 2 or 3 electron. Okay, to reach to stable electron configuration of closest inert gas, to be stable like closest inert gas to it. For example, sodium Na. Okay, sodium Na contain what? The atomic number of sodium equal 11. Okay, that means number of proton, positive proton, equal 11, and because the atom is neutral, so the number of electron equal 11 also. Okay, that's in the atom of sodium. Okay, number of proton equal 11 and number of electron equal 11. Now sodium need to reach the stable electron configuration of closest inert gas like Ne. Closest inert gas to sodium is Ne, neon 10. Okay, so Na will lose the valence electron. The electron configuration of Na 281, the valence electron equal 1, so it will lose this valence electron and become 2 8. Okay, and become 2 8. And now this atom turn into ion. Turn it to what? Ion. This ion called Na also, and in this ion the number of electron become less than the number of proton. Number of electron become what? Become 10, but the number of proton still 11. We don't lose the proton or neutron. The proton and neutron still constant. Okay, we don't, so the nucleus don't lose any particle inside it. Number of electron, proton and the neutron still constant. So Na ion contain 10 electron and 11 proton. So the positive more than negative, right? So it will turn into positive ion. And we will write charge above it. The charge equal the lost electron. So the element or the atom, if lose 1 electron, we will put 1 positive. Okay, but it will lose 2 electron, we will put positive 2. Okay, positive 2, like this, like Mg. Okay, Mg 12 2 8 2. It's what? It's a metal because its outermost contain 2. So what happened now? It will lose or gain? It will lose to reach to stable electron configuration of closest inert gas. The closest inert gas to Mg is neon 10. Okay, so it will lose this 2 valence electron and become 2 8. Now we will write the symbol of ion Mg. Mg what? Lose how many electron? Lose 2 electron. So we will put 2 positive. Okay, so the number of a charge equal the number of lost electrons. Okay, number of a charge equal the number of lost electrons. Al 13. Okay, 2, 8, 3. Its outermost contain 3. So it's a metal. Metal lose or gain? Metal lose. Okay, to reach stable electron configuration of closest inert gas, proceed in the periodic table. Okay, before them in the periodic table, because we will go back when lose this valence electron, we will back one energy level. The energy level will decrease, become 2 instead of 3. In the atom it was 3, okay, and in the ion it will be 2. So we will go back, okay. So reach to precede inert gas. The closest inert gas to Al13, it's Ne10. It will lose the 3 valence electron and become contain 8 electron, okay, 10 electron. So we will write the atom Al positive what? Positive 3, because it lose 3 electron. The number of a charge equal the number of lost electron. Okay, understand it? So the atom of metal lose electron to reach to closest inert gas, precede them in the periodic table, before them in the periodic table, and become positive ion or cation. Okay, cation or positive ion. So the atom of a metal turn to what? Positive ion or cation. So what's the meaning of cation? It is the metal atom that lose one or more electron. It's a metal atom that lose one or more electron. Okay, look at this. Positive ion or cation, it is a metal atom that lose one or more electron. Okay, now we will talk about the non-metal. We said non-metal, its outermost contain 5 or 6 or 7 electrons. It will lose 5 or 6 or 7? No, it will gain 2b8 to complete the outermost and reach to 8. So it will gain these electrons. So the non-metal tended to gain one or more electron to reach electron configuration of the closest inert gas. Flow it in the periodic table. Flow after them in the periodic table, because they gain. Go forward. Okay. For example, Cl. For example, Cl17, 2, 8, 7. Okay. So it's non-metal, and it will gain or lose. It will gain to be what? To be 8, like to be the outermost contain 8 electron, like closest inert gas argon 18. Okay, 17, it will be what? 18. The atom of Cl contains 17 proton and 17 electron. Okay, positive proton and electron. Now when it gain electrons to be stable, like closest inert gas argon 18, it will be what? 2, 8, 8, right? It will gain 1 electron. So the number of electron become more than the number of proton. In the atom, the number of proton was 17. Now the number of proton is still 17, because we said the number of proton don't change, but the electron only change. In the ion, the atom increase by 1, so the number of electron become more than the number of proton. Negative become more than positive. So it will be negative ion or positive ion? Negative ion. Cl will be negative ion, so we will write the charge above it -1, because it gain 1 electron. The minus or negative charge equal the number of gain the electron. Okay, number of gain the electron. This is another example. Sulfur 16, 2, 8, 6. Okay, its outermost contain what? Contain 6 electron. So it's non-metal, gain or lose that gain electron to reach to the stable electron configuration of closest inert gas and filled this energy level with electron and become 8, like argon 18. Okay, gain 2 electron and turn it into what? Sulfur negative 2. Sulfur negative 2. It's a negative ion, negative ion or anion. Okay, negative ion or anion. So what's the meaning of anion? It's non-metal atom that gain one or more electron. Non-metal atom that gain none or more electron. And we write the number of charges above the ion. Okay, negative 2 that equal gained electron. Gained electron. Okay, so the number of charge equal gained electron in non-metal, but in metal the number of charge gained equal lose electron. Okay, lost electron. As we said in this graph, Na lose one electron and turn it into positive ion, and Cl gain one electron and turn it into negative ion. Okay, and note, when an atom converts to ion, the number of nucleons, as we said, number of nucleons don't change. Number of nucleons don't change. What's the meaning of number of nucleons? Proton and neutron. Okay, don't change. So now we will make a comparison between the atom and ion. Okay, firstly, the atom, its charge is electrically neutral because the number of positive proton equals the number of negative electron. But the ion, the charge of ion may be positive, may be negative. If it's a ion of metal, so it will be positive ion. If it's non-metal, it will be negative ion. Okay. Number 2, the number of electron equals the number of proton, as we said before, so it's electrically neutral. But in ion, the number of electron doesn't equal the number of proton. Maybe more, maybe less. More in what? In non-metal, اللي هو negative ion, and less in what? In positive ion. Okay. And the outermost energy level is not saturated with electron, not completely filled with electron, except noble gases. But the ion, its outermost is saturated, that mean completely filled with electron. Okay, saturated mean filled completely with electron. So the atom, not saturated, not completely filled with electron, except the atom of noble gases. But the ion, all of them saturated with electron, that mean completely filled with electron. Okay, and this comparison between positive ion and negative ion. Firstly, definition: positive ion, it's a metal atom that lost one or more electron, and the number of electron less than the number of proton, because it lose electron less than the number of proton, and it carry positive charge. We said the positive charges equal the number of lost electron. Okay, that right above the symbol, and the number of energy level less than the number of energy level of its atom, like Na can 281 and become 28, so the number of energy level less, okay, become less. And the electron configuration is similar to the electron configuration of closest preceding inert gas. Preceding, that mean before it in the periodic table. Okay, but negative ion, it's non-metal atom that has gained one or more electrons, and the number of electrons is greater than the number of protons, like Cl. Number of electron in the atom equal 17, but in the ion equal 18 because it gained one electron. Okay, and it carry negative charge. Negative charge equal the number of gained electron. Number of gained electron. And the number of energy level equal the number of energy level of its atom, like Cl. Cl 287 and become 288. So the number of energy level don't change. in the atom or ion, equal, okay? And its electron configuration similar to electron configuration of closest flowing inert gas in the periodic table, because it again, so go forward, okay? We will talk about the chemical bonding. As we said, a element bonded together chemically, okay, and forming molecule of element or molecule of compound. Molecule of element that mean has identical atom, like O2. O2 O2 contain its molecule contain two atoms of oxygen, but they are identical, so it's called molecule of element. So again, molecule of element mean has identical or same atoms, like O3, ozone, as we said in the previous lesson, ozone that contain three atoms of oxygen, but they are identical, same. So that's called molecule of element. Or molecule of compound like CO2, like HNO3, contain different atoms, okay? And this different way to bond atoms to each other give us new substance with different chemical and physical properties. Okay, now we will talk about the two types of chemical bonding. Number one called ionic bonding, number two called covalent bonding. Okay, firstly the ionic bonding. From its name, ionic bonding, so that occur between what? Between ions. As we said before, we have two ions, positive ion and negative ion. One of them positive and the other negative. So there are attraction occur between them. Attraction, electrostatic attraction occur between them. We have a positive and negative. And as we know, negative charge attract together. Okay? So, what's the meaning of ionic bond? It's electrostatic attraction between positive ion, that's called cation, and negative ion, that's called anion, forming ionic compound molecule. Okay? So, the ionic bonding occur between what? Metal and non-metal. Negative ion and positive ion. Okay? Cation and anion. For example, Na and Cl. Na and Cl. Na, it's metal. Okay? Na metal, and they turn it into what? Turn it into Na positive, because it lose one electron, plus Cl 17, turn it into what? Negative ion, because it gain one electron. This electron that lost from Na gained by Cl. So we have different charge, so there is electrostatic attraction occur between them, and form what? Form NaCl. It's ionic compound. Ionic compound because it formed due to what? Due to ionic bond occur between them. Okay? So what's the meaning of ionic compound? That contain a positive ion and negative ion, like NaCl. Okay? Type. Okay, in the ionic compound, the charge of ionic compound will be what? We have one positive and one negative, two positive and two negative, okay? So, number of positive charge equals the number of negative charge. So, the ionic bond will be what? Will be neutral. Neutral, okay? Give reason. If ask you, give reason. The ionic compound is neutrally charged because what? Because the number of positive charge equals the number of negative charge. For example, as we say, as we see, Na sodium atom turn it to what? Turn it to Na ion because it lose one electron, and this electron go to what? Go to Cl and gain that, and turn it into what? Negative ion, Cl negative. After that, electrostatic attraction occur between positive and negative that give us ionic compound called sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, NaCl. Okay? And we may write this equation by Lewis structure dot. As we said before, Lewis structure that represented by dots equal the number of electron in the outermost energy level. or valence electron. Na 11281. So the outermost contain one electron, so we will put one dot. Plus Cl. Cl is the outermost contain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it has 7 and has one unpaired electron, and Na contain one unpaired electron. This electron will go to what? Will go to Cl, and Na become positive ion and Cl become negative ion. Okay. Another example, Mg plus O2. Look at this. Mg plus O. Okay. Mg plus O. Mg is what? Is metal, and O is what? Is non-metal. So what is the type of bond occur between them? It's ionic bonding. Okay. Mg 2 8 2 and oxygen 2 6. Okay. This will lose these two electron and oxygen will gain them. Okay. If ask you write the ionic compound formed by Lewis dot structure, we will write that like this. Mg has what in the outermost? 2 1 2. Okay. Plus O, its outermost contain what? 1 2 3 4 5 6. There is two unpaired electron, so they need two electron. This electron go to here and this go here, and the result is Mg between brackets positive what? Positive 2, because it lose two electron, and oxygen 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 gain 2 electron and become negative 2. Okay. We must write the charge above the brackets and write the dots of Lewis structure. Okay. Mg lose the 2 electrons, so there's no dots around it, but oxygen gain 2 electron and become 8 dots around it. Okay. We set Mg plus O, there's a ionic bonding occur between them, because Mg it's metal turned it into positive ion, and oxygen non-metal turned it into negative ion. Then electrostatic attraction occur between them. If ask you give reason, ionic bonding result in a molecule of compound only, not molecule of element. Why? Why it form molecule of compound only? Because it occur between what? Atom of different element. We said molecule of element, that mean same or identical atom, but in ionic compound that contain two different atom, okay, or two different elements, as a result of electrostatic attraction between cation metal of metal atom and anion of non-metal atom. Another example, sodium and magnesium. Another question, sodium and magnesium element cannot combine with each other to form compound of molecule. Why? Sodium and magnesium, they are what? They are metals, okay? So they lose or gain, the both lose electron and turn it into what? Positive ion. So there's electrostatic attraction occur between them? No, they have the same charge, they are positive, so there's no electrostatic attraction occur between them, so they will don't form ionic compounds. Okay. From the previous it's clear ionic bonding cannot occur between two atoms of metal because they are similar, so they will be positive ion, and that cannot occur between two atoms of non-metal because they are similar and they become a negative ion, so there is no electrostatic attraction occur between them. Okay. Look at this figure. Question number 2. The following figures represent the Lewis dot structure of 3 different active metals. Okay. Number 1, W contain 2 unpaired electrons, so it metal. Okay. Number 2, X 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It contains 5 electrons in the outermost, so it non-metal. Y contain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it non-metal also. Okay, the question say, what is the chemical formula of ionic compound formed by combination of this element? There are 2 elements will combine together and give us ionic compound.